deep diving into these cases is like dancing with the devil. But when you dance with the devil doesn't change. He changes you.
Hey, yes, sir. We're gonna open the panel a little bit later. Tammy's always here. I don't think I go live without Tammy for like the past 4 years.
I'm somewhere around.
She's always around. Yeah. Let's see here. I'm gonna see. Do you still have the video you did on the card reading?
I didn't record it because I had just done it for
right,
somebody. Yeah, somebody just asked me would I do it, so I done it. I don't actually have a recording of it.
Okay.
But I just remember when I did it, I was like, oh my gosh, it makes sense why she's not taking up for herself, in my opinion.
For sure. I'm going to play a couple videos first, and then, yeah, we'll see. I know everyone and their moms is live right now. How's the sound, by the way? Oh, I think he turned it up. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I did see a few. I did see a few people live.
Hey, Rosie.
Was live. Hi, Rosie May.
So, first trial on this, I kind of see this is what happens. But I knew of this case, of course. Saw a little bit here and there, and right, I was just like, oh, she's guilty, right? Because I mean, she had crazy eyes on everything I think I saw her on. All right, why would you even do that? Like, for real, of all places to even say that, not the right channel.
I don't watch that creator. So. Moon Shadow, hi. Welcome. Welcome. Yeah, Karen Reed's trial is it is something.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Hi, Moon Shadow. I find it very interesting. And then, so when I'm at work, I listen to a lot more, right? To pass the time. So I started listening to Karen Reed stuff, and I've had people email like, "Are you going to cover this? She's got another trial in April." And I'm like, "Another trial? Like what's going on?" Well, first trial was a hung jury. I believe, is it 11 out of 13 jurors could not. There's too much reasonable doubt. Yeah. That's for sure. Yeah. And when we're dealing with a bunch of cops who are all shady mofos, if you ask me, and their wives and spouses, shady. So what actually caught my attention, I was like, oh my gosh, we were going to go through this. So we got some time to go back before the new trial starts. And what really caught me was not only seeing her car at 5:30 when allegedly the guy was hit at like midnight, or whatever happened to him happened like around midnight. And there's a video released around 5:30 and her taillight is intact. So I thought that was weird. And then they showed the video of how her taillight did break. But it wasn't that actually caught my attention. Like, this is crazy. I don't care. Can we just not? Just don't right now. Karen Reed, the topic tonight. Thank you. Sis, can you chat for a second?
Sure. If you have not seen Karen Reed, she's accused, and she's not a wife, she is a girlfriend. She's accused of killing her boyfriend, who was a police officer, if I'm not
Yes,
mistaken.
they weren't married. That's right.
Right. Yeah. I thought they were at first um, when it first started. I thought, oh, she's his wife, and then I was like, oh no, this is a girlfriend. This ain't even his wife. And my understanding also is she is like a professor, or she teaches at the. I think she's a professor at the college. I could be wrong about that. I thought she was an
She
author.
was, yes, I heard that today.
Okay. Yeah. 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 I thought she was a professor at the college. Yeah. So I don't know how they met, but I mean, I feel like, in my opinion, and only my opinion, I feel like she was set up. Because there was quite a bit of rugs, I think, going around. And I think there might be a bit of that within
Yeah.
the force that they're in, there might have
Hmm.
been. So I think maybe there was some stuff that maybe either he was going to tell, or he knew, or he, like snitches are, or people like that. And I think that there's,
I think there was a lot of other stuff. From my understanding, there was cheating going on in that group.
yeah, there's
Um,
a lot of dynamic.
and one of them was texting her because she was ignoring him at the bar, where videos were taken. You want me to turn
Mhm.
my camera off for a second? Okay. Where videos were taken, and her and her boyfriend, sorry, is it Jeff O'Keefe?
Yes.
Justin O'Keefe? Jeffrey O'Keefe?
Hmm.
Um, yeah, they were getting along, but I guess, there was some issues. Who doesn't have issues with their spouse? You haven't
Right.
followed this closely. I saw something lately. Did she confess? I didn't see anything about her confess. No. She was saying stuff, and we'll get there. Like, when she found him there, she was like, oh my God, did I do that? Did I hit him? Did I do that? But again, there was a lot of drinking, and Tammy brought something up that I didn't even think of, which maybe I would have gotten there the more we watch. But she suggested, because they were all drinking together, and some of these cops were all drinking at the same bar, that Karen, right? Karen Reed,
Yep.
and her boyfriend and others were all drinking at the same bar, and then the after party was at this house where he died. I don't know if that's where he lived. I don't think so, because wasn't he staying with Karen?
Yeah, I think
Or
so.
he did live there, but spent a lot of time at Karen something.
Yeah.
So she had found him, and after some drinks and him not, responding or answering the phone, John O'Keefe,
Down
not
the
John,
key.
thank you. I knew that was wrong. Thank you
Yeah.
when Evil entered.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, this is where Mark is like, okay, this doesn't make sense, and we'll play the video. We got some videos we're gonna play.
It was his friend's house, Rose May
Friend's
said.
house,
Rosie May.
and she was like, oh my God, did I hit him? Like, did I do that? Now,
Yeah.
if you remember 4.5 hours prior, this is where you're dropping him off, and
Mhm.
then 4.5 hours later, you're showing up and he's laid out dead where you dropped him off. I might be like, oh my God, did I do that? Like, did I hit? Like, you might not know. But then with what Tammy brought up before going live, mentioning, did somebody slip something in her drink? And that was the issue. Well, let me see if Mark will come out here for a second, because I don't like to put words. Thank you when Evil entered. John, how do you say that?
O-
O'Keefe?
O'Keefe.
John O'Keefe? O'Keefe.
Mhm. O'Keefe. Yeah.
Yeah, he said, okay, hold on. I want to see, because that's where, so Mark was watching some of it and he was making comments, but that's where Mark was like, okay, this doesn't make sense, but I was kind of making sense of it. Curious, when she had gone back 4.5 hours later and found John laying there, and she was saying, did I do that? Did I hit him? You were saying that was weird, right?
Yeah.
Even after she was drinking, and possibly Tammy brings up a good thing because that was the after party at that cop's house. Where a bunch of cops there, but another cop's house. Where prior they were, these other cops and them were all drinking at the same bar. Possibly because you were like, well, she would have been like blackout. They could have possibly slipped something in her drink. But I'm not sure, unless it was a plan to kill John that night. Why would they? So I don't know. But you do think that was weird for her to say, even though she confesses to 5 drinks, which, let's be honest, that's what she confessed to. So I'm going to say 7 would probably be the safer bet. And if you drop him off, maybe fall asleep for a bit, you do still think it's weird to go back and she's questioning, oh my God, did I do that? Did I hit him?
Yeah.
You still think that's weird? Okay.
I think she honestly doesn't know, because I
why?
think she was just messed up that night. I think they gave her something that would cause her not to remember, and
Yeah.
she honestly does. I think that's an honest thing. I think she don't remember.
Yeah. It would definitely make sense if they slipped her something.
Hmm Especially if they wanted him gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because
Allegedly.
even if you were like pretty buzzed, you just dropped someone off, you would know if you backed over them.
Right. Yeah.
Like, it's not like a smooth thing. It would really, like, it's like a speed bump.
Right. That's why I
Yeah.
don't.
So
That's why I don't see that she did. I don't feel she did that. I feel she was set up.
I don't think he was run over. His injuries don't match that.
Yeah, and how tall is he? Like 6'4", they said? He was over 6 foot. So he was,
Wow.
Mark is 6'1".
Yeah.
And so they're saying now they found hair in the bumper, which I don't believe, because Mark kneeling maybe would be at the bumper level.
Hmm
So, and this dude was big. He was a big guy. He was maybe a few inches taller than Mark.
Yeah.
So, unless he was kneeling there and she hit him, I don't think that makes sense to me.
No.
Am I
And his
weird?
injuries, it doesn't match.
Yeah.
He's got black eyes.
Yeah, 2 black eyes, the
hmm
outsides of his hands. So, was he trying to stop her car from hitting him like this?
Was he trying to stop somebody from hitting him?
Yeah, and we'll show all this. He's got all the marks and stuff. So,
Hmm
this house, these people remodeled their house, but remodeled mainly the basement.
Hmm.
Remodeled the basement, then sold the house. Not only did they do that, they got rid of their dog.
Hmm.
Why?
Yeah.
That's what I've heard when Evil entered. That he was an honest cop, everyone else was kind of shady, and they didn't like him, and that they wanted him gone some way.
Yeah. Me and Cher was just talking about that before you came in here when Evil entered. Before you came in here, me and Cher was just discussing that.
Yeah. He was an honest cop. Doesn't go well with corruption. And there's clearly corruption, in my opinion. But there are some things that. There's more things to me that lead to corruption. Absolutely. This is in Boston, by the way. Rosie. Hi, Jennifer Lynn. I'm going to turn my camera on here in a minute. I'm going to enjoy
Hey, Jennifer Lynn.
a nice.
And it almost seems like she was really easy to set up. I know I shouldn't say that, but
Well, yeah. Wouldn't most people be? Because I think there was definitely some issues. There was infidelity, if I'm not mistaken, on both ends. And so I think she would be quite easy. Most people would, when you're not just going against one cop who's easy enough
right.
to plant shit and be corrupted. You've got a group of them and their loved ones all doing it. Walker, Colorado. Is that what you're saying? Hi, Southern.
Roger
Dog
Cat.
bite with people. Yes, I can't quite tell if it's a dog bite and scratches or not, but it kind of does look like it could be that. And also, I'm curious. So, did he leave the bar with a glass and cocktail, or did he get that glass or whatever he was drinking? Because there was a broken cocktail glass by his
Mm-hmm.
body. So, where is that from? Like, was he in the car? Driving with a glass from the bar, possibly. I mean, I've been there. Or did he get a glass of something to drink at the house and people went out for a fight? I don't know. And miraculously for them, their camera footage all didn't work or ended up deleted somehow. So yeah, there's a lot of corruption, a lot. Let's
So they
see.
want you to believe he was out there wandering around in the driveway with a cocktail in his hand and she hit him.
Or that she dropped him off outside of a house, party, multiple
Mm-hmm.
people in this house, lights on, all awake, partying. Who knows who could have looked out the window when, but she went out
Mm-hmm.
there and hit him with the car and took off.
Yeah, that's what they're wanting.
So I don't think she's that dumb to think that if she did something to him, she was going to be the first suspect, especially
Right.
over a house full of cops, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, his family does not really like Karen, but I think, there's a lot of reasons to that. So,
Right.
and I hear, I'm not sure, because here we're basically, I latched onto this, within the last 72 hours. So we're kind of going to go through all this together. We're going to kind of start somewhere in the middle, not quite the beginning, because this is from 2022. And
Yeah.
there's just so much. So, new trial is April 1st. We will be covering it. I am off work that day. So, we're going to kind of start this. I want to see. Like I said, we're going to start a little backwards. I want to play this because this is one of the first things I watched at work. And I was like, well, this is interesting. Wow, I don't think I like how they revamped the.
Describe your needs and goals.
Am I sharing screen now?
And AI will transform your tailored brief into a unique.
Oh my gosh, Tammy! Like you're gonna be teaching me how to use this now.
No,
They've
I'm
changed
not.
it.
I
They've
know.
changed, you guys, the layout of this and added like a bunch of new stuff, whatever. But holy
Yeah.
cow, I'm not
Yeah.
sure if I like it. It's gonna take some getting used to because I
Yep.
haven't been on here enough. But
Yep.
that's gonna change now. I don't know if I did probably tell you because I tell you everything first. You and Mandy. Summer's coming up and everything, so I took the last weekend of April off to go get my hair done, right?
Right.
And I was like, as you guys know, I'm working every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and every other Sunday open to close. And it's like, well, summer's coming, and you guys know I
Yeah.
love my hot weather, and so I don't want to work every Friday, Saturday, all day Sunday, or I cannot do anything ever on the weekend. But
I'm not. I'm laughing at this.
what
Some
happened?
people have the funniest names. Y'all are
Juror
so.
selection. Chicken
Y'all are,
water and dingleberries. PM.
y'all are so creative. It took me
Oh,
forever to think of my little boring.
I was gonna say, wait, why PM? Why only dingleberries in the PM? But it's the time is saying PM. Okay, I get it. And the picture is that like a cracked out Ronald McDonald. Oh
I
my
just
word.
can't. I mean, people just have some funniest. Have the funniest.
Patty, good to see you.
Hi, Patty.
Yay. Oh, really quick before we start, let me show you guys because I am a little bit excited. I was kind of thinking I screwed myself and was gonna back out of doing my dreads because I'm really dreading my hair because I want
You're dreading your.
dreads. Yes, I'm getting extensions done in them, but my hair is getting dreaded too because eventually I want to take the extensions out when it's long
Mm-hmm.
enough
Yeah.
and have it in my hair, right? So,
Mhm.
but yeah, so I've been nervous about that, but at worst, I just end up cutting them out. But I don't want to do that because we're talking, I mean, we're spending the weekend in Regina, so there's the hotel room, there's going out
Yeah.
to eat, and the reason why is because it's going to take like 8 to 10 hours to do my
Right.
hair. So
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
4 hour round trip.
Yep.
So if we don't get everything done on the Saturday, I'll go Sunday morning before we head home and finish it up.
Right.
But I was chickening out, but I took this picture, which got me excited again. And then
Mm-hmm.
my oldest son is like, he says, it looks very nice on you. Like, yes, you're
Oh.
right. You're doing it, Mom.
Oh.
He's just so cute. Let's see here. Where's my channel?
I actually asked, which this has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but I actually asked Siri one time, or was it Alexa? I can't remember what a dingleberry was. Just I know what it is, but I
Oh,
wanted to see what she would say, and she's like,
yeah.
"I cannot answer that question at this time." I'm like,
Oh,
"Really? Why not?"
she's being too polite.
I guess it
I
was
wonder if it'll
funny.
show it because I posted it to my members. Oh, maybe it will. There we go.
Southern Sleuth. He took the glass drink with him from the waterfall bar they left from before going to Albert's house. Thank you, Southern Sleuth. Thank you for that. So he took it from the bar then.
He took the. Okay. I was thinking, but I mean, that's kind of ballsy for a cop to be doing, but maybe he thought he'd get away with it. Alright, people are saying to do it. It looks nice. Okay. Can you see the picture or is it not letting me show it?
I can only see part of it. Just half of it. Or not, probably not even half.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
There you go.
Oh,
Are
yeah,
you
how's
just
that?
holding them back there?
Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
put my hair in a ponytail and then shoved them through the binder for a quick picture just to see.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
probably how I have it worn a lot. You're 4'10"? But yeah,
They
that
look
made
good.
me
I like
excited.
them.
You do?
Yeah.
It's almost like the perfect color for what I have now, but I did get some
Yeah.
gray ones and some purple ones. So,
Yeah.
in the description it says family channel. That's changed. It's now going to be following my dreadlocks and conspiracies type channel. Yes,
Yes.
Haley. Yes. Okay. Hi, Patty. Welcome.
And
Okay,
then
so that's
you're gonna have so it's gonna be like 3 different colors.
yeah, yeah. Want me to get them quick and show you? It'll be
Sure.
kind of bad lighting right now, but I'm gonna just show them on the other channel. Actually, I'm gonna do that tomorrow afternoon. We'll do that
Okay.
tomorrow afternoon.
Okay. She
Okay.
took it from the bar and said he grabbed it and took it into the house when he got out. So she took it
Okay.
from the bar and he grabbed it. Okay.
Thank you. Well, we'll get there. I gotta everyone got their notebooks and I got 2 pens and we're starting this, so there won't be a lot of people here because it's not, a new case or, but it's people will be talking about it next month when the trial starts. We know that, so we're gonna get some schooling and education on this here. And so I am gonna go back. What one was I gonna show you? Okay, so she did an interview a year ago, like right around a year ago today. I want to watch that one quick. I watch too much stuff in a day, like for real. Oh, first, okay, like I said, we're gonna go a little backward. Let me show this first. Did either of you watch the docuseries? Where is that? Pink! Oh my gosh! Wait, hold up, wait a minute. Are you busy right now? Tammy, you know Pink, right?
I think so.
Pink Lady Luck is what I think she used to go by because I remember
Okay. Mhm.
I would always remember her channel because I'd be like, oh, she's a pinky lady from Greece. Because I'm a nerd and that's She's awesome. She's super funny.
Let's see, what was I gonna read?
It's okay if you can't, but I am going to send you the link. The link, Pink? No.
I did not watch the docu-series, Chicken
Yeah,
Wire.
where is that
I was
docu-series?
gonna ask that too.
Because I would like to watch it
Yeah.
another time. Okay, cool. I will text you next time, which will be this
Oh
week
goodness, you
sometime.
got to be up at 5 a.m. for work.
5, yes.
Hmm.
Will you drop your link, please? I've got to add you to my featured if I didn't already. I'm turning my camera off now to enjoy a little cannabis stick. It's called Sunday Cruiser. It tastes like cinnamon. It's delicious. I know, he's been chilling with me. Ah! I will. I'm gonna text you tomorrow. Okay, so I want to go over this first. Let's do this first.
After 2 days of trying, the lawyers in the Karen Reed murder trial just outside of Boston, they got themselves 11 of the 16 jurors that they need.
Oh, okay.
And if those people have not been following this case, they have no idea what they're in for.
Thank you, Chicken.
Karen Reed is the financial analyst and the college professor who's accused of murdering her boyfriend, John O'Keefe, a longtime Boston police officer. It happened back in January of 2022, and ever since then, the investigators have been building their case against her. But the doubters have been getting louder and louder. The investigators say that she backed over her boyfriend after
Somebody
a
give
drunken
me a
argument
bullhorn.
and then left him to die in a snowbank outside of a house party. But Reed's defenders say the evidence does not add up. They say the victim's injuries aren't even the kind you get from vehicle impact, and they claim the investigators
I agree.
planted evidence at the scene. Evidence like fragments of a broken taillight from Reed's SUV. None of those defenders is more convinced than...
Again, I want people to remember, like, one cop can do enough damage of framing someone, let alone several that are in a friend group.
Yeah.
It's like at least 3 different ones and their loved ones, right? 3? Yeah.
Yeah.
that of my next guest. Sean McDonough is a retired DEA supervisory special agent.
You know what? We got to do that sometimes, Pink. So have I. But yeah, I'm also going to be making a comeback. So let's do it. I can't wait to see you back in the feed. And Tammy is very close to having her channel monetized, which I'm so excited for because she's an OG. She's like in my top 50 subscribers, if not 100 max, okay? She's always been there, even when I made my mistakes and had my ups and downs. She's been there as not just a YouTuber, but a real friend / for real, my sister. I can go to her with anything, and she's not a yes man. You know, that's one thing about me and Mandy and Justin and Tammy. We don't have to blow smoke up each other's ass if we fuck up. Or if I'm like, I think I fucked up, I can go to them. We talk it out, and yeah. So I'm super excited to see her platform take off because she deserves it. And not just me. She's been an OG and a ride or die for many different creators and helped them, you know, with their channels on the low that people don't know about, of helping them find information and that. So I'm super proud of you, Tammy, and I'm excited to watch your channel blow up because I'm
excited. I've gotten a lot closer than I was. I'm very excited.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm excited to have Pink back in the feed. You guys will love her.
For sure. I couldn't have done it without you and Mandy.
Oh, you could have. Some of us just need, cause Mandy helped me start my channel. Some of us just need at least that one person that's like, you can do this, like do it, you know?
Yeah. Well, mine is drama free. When Evil entered, I do not do that on my channel, and I don't do it on the Looking Glass either. I've had the Looking Glass for 4 years, and I do not do drama on that, and I haven't done drama on it.
No.
So, and I'm not going to. I mean, that's why I'm so small. That's why I'm
Haley,
not
you
even.
gotta stay away from that drama, girl, if you want to be taken
Yep.
seriously with the cases, you know. And we'll
Yep.
we'll help you, but I'll dabble in the drama. Okay, I can be a messy, petty bitch like the rest of them, but I got no problem bullying a bully.
Right.
But I don't do that all the time. Sometimes a one and done is just more powerful than getting on every single night, because that takes a lot of energy. I don't know if you guys know. And pink lady, look, I hope you sleep well and have a great day tomorrow. And I will give you a holler sometime tomorrow. Andy, thank you. Oh, I need to talk to you as well. We had some questions for Andy, right?
Yep.
For another night. Yeah. Andy, I'm going to send you Tammy and Mandy's link on Facebook, because you can text them that way. Otherwise, can we like have a private StreamYard session? Just, you'll be able to see. We won't record it. You'll see, it'll show you if we're recording or not. But just, it's how we do video callings with a group of people anyway. But yeah, I will. Thank you. So let's go to this video before I steer off.
Who's investigated this case
I'll have
on
a
his
little glass.
own pretty much
Thank
full
you.
time for a year now. He says he can prove that Karen Reed's taillight was completely intact
Okay.
after the alleged hit and run happened.
Also check out
Take a
When
look
Evil
at this
Enters
video
Him.
from the doorbell cam.
Sure,
It was
you may.
taken at 5:03 a.m. And 5:03 a.m. is hours after Reed and O'Keefe parted ways. And you can see right there in the circle that Reed's tail
When Evil entered, I am so sorry. I don't know. Again, I had taken everybody's wrenches a few months ago when I was thinking about making the comeback. And then, yeah, anyways, here we are. But you got your wrench back. That was very weird to not see you blue.
taillight is right where it's supposed to be on her Lexus SUV. I want to welcome to the program Sean McDonough. Sean, that video is sort of jaw-dropping. It's kind of like the Perry Mason moment, and I wonder if the prosecutors have it, and if
I
they
didn't know you
do,
were
how do
going
they
live. I'm sorry.
explain it?
Oh, bye.
Actually,
David.
first of all, I'm so happy to be here, and thank you for covering
Whoa,
this.
that's a
I'm so
lot.
happy you led with the first picture. The first
You guys.
Wow.
My daughter's got a bottle of wine. They said, would you like some? I say, I'll take a little glass. I love it.
Goodness. She give you half the bottle?
Okay. Oh, a third each. No, a third of the bottle each.
Oh,
We got a cheers.
His face is really red.
Okay, when you get your cups, cheers me.
Or is it just me?
No, it's not just you. He's very red in the face, so I don't know if he's tanning and got that red because you can see, or he's wearing sunglasses, or he's just somewhere outside where it's hella sunny all the time.
Yeah, his face is really red.
Yeah. Okay, let me not be distracting. And then... No, he's not sleeping. I just closed it because he's watching TV and I'm live. No, they're asking Mark if he wants some wine. That's cute.
Oh.
Did he say yeah? No, thank you. Yeah. Oh, that's very sweet. They're so sweet.
After 2 days of trying, the lawyers in the Karen Reed murder trial just outside of Boston, they got themselves 11 of the
Yeah.
16
That
jurors
explains it.
that they need.
Yeah.
And if those people have not been following this case, they have no idea what they're in for. Karen Reed is the financial analyst and the college professor who's accused of murdering her boyfriend, John O'Keefe, a longtime Boston
start my
police officer.
weed and-
Happened back
weed
in
and wine
January of
Wednesdays.
2022, and ever since then, the investigators have been building their case against her. But the doubters have been getting louder and louder. The investigators say that she backed over her boyfriend after a drunken argument and then left him to die in a snowbank outside of a house party. But Reed's defenders say the evidence does not add up. They say the victim's injuries aren't even the kind you get from vehicle impact, and they claim the investigators planted evidence at the scene. Evidence like fragments of a broken taillight
Yeah, it
from
took him like
Reed's
a week
SUV.
or 2 weeks to find the taillight pieces.
None of those
using a leaf
defenders
blower
is
in
more
the snow.
convinced than that of my next guest. Sean McDonough is a retired DEA supervisory special agent who's investigated
McDonough,
this
definitely
case
Irish, right?
on his own pretty much full time for a year now. He says he can prove that Karen Reed's taillight was completely intact after the alleged hit and run happened. Take a look at this video from the doorbell cam. It was
Just gotta pause for a second because of fair use rules and all that, but that makes a lot of sense when Evil entered. So here we are at 5:34, which allegedly he passed away at midnight, or midnight 04 maybe. And this is 5:34. You can see that is all red right there. That is not broken.
Nope.
Hi, Miss Eve.
Hi, Eve. Hope you're feeling better.
taken at 5:03 a.m.
Okay, 5:03 a.m.
And 5:03 a.m. is hours after Reed and O'Keefe parted ways. And you can see right there in the circle that Reed's taillight is right where it's supposed to be on her Lexus SUV. I want to welcome to the program Sean McDonough. Sean, that video is sort of jaw-dropping. It's kind of like the Perry Mason moment, and I wonder if the prosecutors have it, and if they do, how do they explain it?
Right.
Actually, first of all, I'm so happy to be here, and thank you. Thank you for covering this. I'm so happy you led with the first picture. The first picture is what the prosecution wants the jurors to believe. Look, that taillight looked like at 12:32 a.m. after John was allegedly hit by Karen Reed. In this video, which is 4.5 hours after Karen allegedly hit John.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
I've never tried it. I don't know.
Are you the one saying you've seen video of me? I don't know about that. I never heard them say that.
Do you want some?
When Evil entered, will you email me? We'll chat about that tomorrow. Andy will figure it out, but I never heard them say that. Yes, can I try it? I'm sorry. The girls are drizzling honey. Can you do it for me? Like maybe over the sink? Oh, in it? Oh, no. I just want a little around the ridge, yeah. But I don't want honey all over the desk. Sorry, guys. I guess I'm trying some honey around the rim of the wine because it's, what kind? Honey wine. Ooh, I've never tried that. Okay, so yeah, that's definitely all the way broken. So here, when I'm at work and I'm sweeping and mopping while I'm listening to this, I'm like, okay, hold on. So to frame her, like, I was just curious about the broken headlight and how it went. So that's why I listened to more and more, and then it made sense. But I was kind of like, well, that's a whole production right there. So they went and broke her tail light, like, while she was sleeping or something? Or, like, how did the broken tail light happen? So that was super confusing to me. But, well, now we get to see it. No, that's perfect. Thank you. Let me, before I start this, let me try some of this. Oh yeah, you guys probably can't see, right?
So this is her vehicle with the broken tail light?
Yeah, so that's hers because she went back to the scene because he was not answering the phone and she found him. They took pictures of her car and said, oh, she must have hit him. The taillight's broken, which, what you're saying?
That doesn't necessarily mean she hit him. She could have hit anything.
Right. So I was confused by that. But now we get to see why was her tail light broken. Because that does look bad, right? You go back to the scene and, okay, your tail light is broken. Like, what's up with that? And then, well, she's being framed. And I'm like, well, did they go to her house while she was sleeping and then break the tail light? But wouldn't, like, none of them, there's no cameras anywhere to, like, surely somebody would have saw that. I don't know. But, well, now this makes sense. Hey, that was for no reason.
That light right there
Cutie.
has absolutely no wires, no
Oh, you want
LEDs.
that.
All the red is completely gone, which means no red would be reflective, right? There would be nothing, illuminating. At 5:03 to 5:08, you see her back in. She cracks the backup light onto Officer John O'Keefe's Traverse, which is behind there. See those tire tracks? She goes in at an angle, which means she definitely made contact with that side light that comes out 5 inches. We documented this, and see right there, that tire on John's car moves forward. It didn't go backwards. So the angle directs the motion of that.
And you watch, you can see it. I mean,
tire.
the car
We
moves,
documented
you
this,
see that
and see
tire
right
move.
there, was in at an angle, which means she definitely made contact with that side light that comes out 5 inches. We documented this, and see right there, that tire on John's car moves
moves, yeah.
forward. It didn't go backwards. So the angle directs the motion of the vehicle when it got struck. So as that video continues on, if you keep going with that video a little bit more, it's completely intact. And this is how it all came about.
So I'd like the whole video.
The lead
It's
detective,
not-
Michael Proctor from the
Maybe
Mass State
we'll-
Police, this is how I found it. In his affidavit, he said the taillight, the right rear taillight, right side, was shattered and a large piece missing.
Yes. Yes. I'd love to. Hey, we're doing Summer Wells tomorrow night, so maybe you can join, Andy, because yeah, we have a couple questions. But you already know when you will entered. Yeah, there was one cam that did have the wrong date. The law does know that. I know how that looks, but yeah, I honestly do not think that the law is concerned over Andy. We'll keep Summer for tomorrow, but yeah, we do have some questions. But yeah, I'll get at you tomorrow, Andy, and I can get you when Evil enters email or something like that too, or whatever. If you guys want to chat or something, or you guys can get it from each other's.
And I said, wait a minute. The 2 witnesses told him that there was a crack. And we analyzed this back and forth, and we let the video play all the way right side, please. This is how I found it. In his affidavit, he said the taillight, the right rear taillight, right side, was shattered and a large piece missing. And I said, wait a minute. The 2 witnesses told him that there was a crack. And we analyzed this back and forth, and we let the video play all the way through. I went to Lexus dealerships. They told me not only do they have, it's a polycarbonate plastic, one of the hardest plastics you can have. The law of physics, but there you go, right there. See all that red? In the final picture where the prosecution is saying this is how it ends up, it's no way. So polycarbonate plastic, very hard. 6,500 pounds going into a 220-pound male human will topple him over. It will not crack up the taillight in 37 plus pieces. Absolutely impossible. Mistake number 1, they did not know this video existed when they did
obviously,
this
right?
crime scene
No.
later in the
Couldn't have.
night. This video came about 2 days later. So when they made the
So again, just listen, I've got only 30 seconds left, but
this crime scene, 97 plus pieces.
There's no way they knew that.
So polycarbonate plastic.
I didn't catch. I cheers to myself. Tammy, or anyone in chat that knows, where is this video from? This must be Karen's house. Her.
I don't know where she's leaving from.
Or yeah, because I know the house that he was dropped off that was having this after party after the bar. Their footage mysteriously doesn't exist and was deleted, just like Dawn's phones from 3:30 on. It was John's. Okay, so John's house has the camera. So they had no clue John had cameras.
Because
Doorbell cam at
his
John's.
car's there, her car his car is there, and she's leaving in hers. So I
Yep,
figured
yep.
they were at her house or at his because he don't have a vehicle.
So she drops him off, kills him, goes to his house to sleep, hits his car, and then goes back to pick him up and see if he's around. Come on.
Yeah, I got that.
Oh. Hi, just me.
I
Guys,
just
my eyes look crazy because I don't know, because video's right here, Tammy's right here, video, chat, camera. Like, where do I not look crazy looking? That's a lot of times why I keep the camera off too. Well, that is okay. I don't buy that.
That's very hard. 6,500 pounds going into a 220-pound male human will topple him over. It will not crack up the tail light in 37 plus pieces. Absolutely impossible. Mistake number one, they did not know this video existed when they did this crime scene later in the night. This video came about 2 days later. So when they made the
so
decision,
again, just listen. I've got only 30 seconds left, but I've got to ask you. You've been in this business a long time. How are the prosecutors going to explain this away? Because I guarantee you, what you have, defense attorneys will use.
oh, they have it all. They have that and more. I don't know how they intend to convince a jury of 12 that that car hit John O'Keefe. There is no way.
Wow. Okay, so listen.
Well, with that, I just looked up John O'Keefe injury photos. I'm shook. They're disgusting. I'm going to show some of them. I'm not going to show, I'm going to show the arms for sure. So, trigger warning. If you don't want to see it, I'll give you a second here to click off. But I think it's important that we see some of it. I don't want, I'm not going to, I want to show the arms, okay? If that's cool, because that alone is enough to be like, there's something wrong with this story here on the prosecutor's side. So I got this little...
And it surprises me that the jury, that many, would be wondering if she really did it or not with that kind of evidence. What was the jury thinking?
I wish I knew. Some of them are speaking out, but I've got to watch them all. I would question it too. I feel like after a couple drinks and I drove, and then she went and slept for a couple hours and then went back because he wasn't responding to her, or maybe, like, I don't know, but she went back. And if I found him there, I think I might be, Mark thinks it's weird, but I think I wonder, like, when would I be like, oh my God, did I do that?
Yeah.
Like, after a few drinks, and like you said, is it possible someone slipped something at the bar? No, here's the thing. I was like, well, unless it was really planned out, but that would be, well, very ballsy for them to do. Would they mean to drug his drink? And was she sipping on it or something? I don't know.
And some
That's
people
interesting.
can't handle alcohol. Some people black out when they drink certain alcohol and they can't remember. And maybe she was known for doing that. Maybe they knew she would do that.
There's sometimes I don't freaking remember, and I don't drink a lot. This is my first time drinking this year. Actually, no, that's a lie. We went out on Valentine's and we had a drink. But we're not drinkers. We have summertime. We like to get down here or there, but wow. Just Me says, I remember this case. She's guilty. Oh. That's interesting. So I'm going to pull up the pictures of just the arms for now. Because it's very telling, and that's important to see, in my opinion. Um, where's a good? Yeah, see, okay, I didn't quite see dog marks before, but what kind of dog did they have? Does
I don't
anyone
know.
know? Let me
I don't
see
know.
here.
Was it a police officer's dog or was it?
Did they have a German Shepherd? All right, so here's a court TV. We like them. Let's check this out. Because when Evil entered is saying there was a J imprint in the back of his head. I don't know that. German Shepherd?
Okay.
Oh, wow. And so they got rid of their dog. Yep, you know what? Yep, this is where the evidence aligns. Because wait till we look at this. So again, I'm going to show some pictures here. I'm going to play a video from Court TV. They're going to show some pictures of his injuries, okay? So now will be your time to click off should you not want to see that. But German Shepherd, okay, here we go.
You've listed several items that you've reviewed and coming to your opinions and conclusions. Did you also review a toxicological
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
and a neurology report, neuropathology report
Yes.
as well from the Commonwealth?
Yes.
Based on your review of all of those,
Tammy, do you want to have a no camera night, or do you want to turn your camera on?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, let's turn our camera on. I think we should try and turn our cameras on more. I think people like that a little more. You'll probably get more subs if you turn the camera on more than I do.
I just have I don't have my hair down tonight. I have my hair up, but yep.
But you look cute either way. When we started, oh yeah, see guys, she's pretty and she's got that accent too. You're gonna get the subs like crazy. You'll get more of the male subscribers too.
Yeah.
I love them in accent. German Shepherd. Okay, here we go. Again, this
Those
is going to show
materials.
injuries. Okay.
I don't want to know what your opinion or conclusion
Have you
is yet.
seen these?
Were you able to come to an opinion or conclusion
Oh my gosh. Wait till you
concerning
see
the
them. You're gonna be like
injuries
me. I was like,
specifically to John O'Keefe's arm,
Yes.
or his right arm?
Oh, thank you, Mr.
Were there any documents in furtherance of your review from UC Davis?
Yes.
Did you review those as well?
Objection.
Sustained.
With the court's permission, may we display Exhibit 19, please?
Okay.
Doctor, I want to show you a photograph and ask you very quickly, have you seen this before?
Yes.
Is this one of a number of photographs that you reviewed in furtherance of your evaluation of this case?
babe, you got to see this pictures of him. Yeah, I could see that being German Shepherd.
Mm-hmm.
So to know they remodeled the basement, sold the house, and got rid of their dog, like, that's not from getting backed into.
No.
Does that look like it could be from a German Shepherd?
Yeah,
Biting?
It looks like it could be claw marks.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I'd like to just
Yes, it
focus your
is.
attention on this for just a quick second and ask
Right?
you,
Mark's
does
looking at
this
it over there like,
accurately reflect
the fuck?
the wounds or injuries that you saw on John O'Keefe's right arm?
yeah, look at the
in coming
that
to your
right there.
opinions and
The puncture
conclusions?
marks of those teeth. Yeah.
Yes, it reflects the injury.
What do you think, Tammy? What do you think? This is
Those look like claw marks, like scratch marks and bite marks right there by his
see-
elbow.
the two holes under the right in the middle. I can
Yeah.
see like you can see. Oh my gosh, this reminds me of Chris Proudfoot's arm.
Wouldn't his
Not
arm
that bad, but
wouldn't his arm be like all discombobulated if he got
so
ran over?
someone knocks him out. He falls on the ground, and someone tells their dog to attack, or the dog just attacks. Yeah, German Shepherd, a Rottweiler, gonna go for your arms, probably your legs. Adobe's gonna go for your crotch, and then your fucking ankles. Like, they're gonna take you down like that. Oh my gosh.
Well, the reason I was asking what kind of dog is because police dogs normally go for the arm.
Yes.
Like when they send them, like when they're tracking somebody and they're trying to stop them, that's normally where they head for, the upper part of the body. So that's why I was asking, was it a police
We'll
dog?
show a video of a police that's training a German Shepherd after this video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I have a police dog, so I know. I have a Belgian Malinois.
Oh, I didn't know that, I don't think. I knew
Yeah,
that.
we just got him. Yeah, he's a pup. We just got him. Yeah.
Oh, cute. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is definitely looking like a dog attack.
That I saw in photographs.
All right.
Yeah.
Now,
and maybe a knife.
Based on your review of all of the data that you've talked about, all of the information that you were given and reviewed, what is your opinion or conclusion about how these injuries were sustained?
I believe that these injuries were sustained by an animal, possibly a large dog, because of the pattern of the injuries.
Could you describe for the jurors, please, on what you based that opinion?
Yes. Well, may I use the?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. There's a number of patterns here. There, on the upper part
Oh,
of the
good.
arm,
They can show an arrow on there. I need
there's
to learn how I can
parallel
do that.
lines,
Oh, it's a power pointer.
and those
Laser pointer.
were
Power pointer.
inflicted by either teeth or claw marks. So there's a number of patterns that could be teeth or claw mark. And so this is one set right here. This is the one further
hope she
down,
shows
closer
the-
to the elbow, is another
Yes.
set of parallel marks. Again, probably most likely from teeth marks. And the reason I say that is, in addition to the parallel marks up here, down here, there's also little punctate, incomplete
There is,
puncture
yeah.
marks
I didn't
here.
see those
Little round marks right there that were inflicted by the actual point of the tooth.
Okay, that was my question. What relevance does that have
That's
to
what
your determination that this was likely caused by an animal?
What
Yes,
relevance?
and I can
Wait,
explain in a
what?
moment the various.
So, I mean,
What did he just say?
he said, what relevance does this have? Let me rewind it, because the nerve.
Because he
Little
asked
round
what it was
marks right
from
there
and
that were inflicted by the actual point of the tooth.
Okay, that was my question. What relevance does that have to your determination that this was likely caused by an animal?
Yes, and I can explain in a
She
moment
just said
the various kinds
why
of
it
wounds
was-
that animals can inflict. But going on with the picture first. So then down right at the elbow, there's another different series of marks that again have linear abrasions up where the pointer is, and then down below some punctate, superficial, round,
Punctate.
small abrasions, again representing upper and lower teeth, in my opinion. And then there are some irregular wounds.
Babe, what do you think about this?
It's not from a car.
Well, then his arm is not even, well, it may be, but it doesn't look broke there. If a car ran over you, wouldn't you think the arm would be
But I don't
Broke?
think
crushed or?
if she ran actually over him like they're trying to say, she'd have more than just a busted tail light too. A 220-pound guy.
Mhm.
Can you guys see him?
I don't understand how this even went to trial.
Oh, it's got a second trial April 1st because first one was hung jury. Can you push that back? I can't.
I don't know what the actual cause of death
Oh, I
was,
can move this
Shadow.
way, I can move
I
this
don't
way.
know.
Cause of death was blunt force trauma and hypothermia.
Yeah, they say the hypothermia is what got him. Oh, my hand was stuck.
Okay,
in
well,
there.
that's not blunt force trauma right there.
No.
No, but he's got on the outsides of his hands and 2 black eyes, I think they said.
Yeah, 2 black eyes and a big laceration on the back of his head. The only thing that actually makes sense is the laceration on the back of his head, because if he got hit by a car and he fell back and slammed his head on the pavement, that could cause that. But then again, though, like, wouldn't there should be a skull fracture?
Mm-hmm.
So
You would think, since there's hair on the bumper. Hi, Moon. Hi, Trishy. Let's see if they show me.
Down just below the elbow. And these are all, by the way, on the exterior surface, or what we call what doctors would call the posterior surface of the arm, which is the part of the arm that
We're gonna show a
would
video
sustain
after of a
defensive type
post-training,
wounds. So if someone
German
were to
Shepherd, 'cause
protect
that's the
themselves.
dog we had,
Objection.
was a German Shepherd.
So to sustain, next
They go
question.
for the elbows.
Doctor, if I can ask another question. Just to clear up what you said a little earlier about some of the wounds on close to the elbow, is it your opinion that both the top teeth and bottom teeth could have created some or all of the injuries on that elbow area?
Yes.
Okay, so in other words, instead of the mouth going all the way around the arm, it could have, the top and bottom jaw could have situated itself on this portion that we're seeing, the posterior part of the arm?
Yes. And in this case, the animal did not get a good enough
Grip.
contact.
Objection. Move to strike.
So I'm going to strike that, ask a different question.
Have you seen contact wounds where the animal, a dog for instance, gets a very solid purchase on the leg, arm, part of the body?
Yes.
Okay, is that this or is this something else?
Something else.
Describe that.
Well, an animal inflicts injuries. The type of injury depends in part on the actual type of contact and how much force is applied by that animal, in addition to any relative movement between the animal and the victim in this case. So, for instance, in the law enforcement dog bites, many of...
Objection.
Right. So the nature, is it notice? What's one word?
May we approach?
Okay.
Oh no, they're gonna mute. That's annoying. I heard him talking. Why do they gotta mute?
bastards. And there's footage of her car having the taillight intact hours after the supposed running him over. So how is that even possible? Like, I don't understand why this is even in trial.
Yeah.
So you can't even understand one trial, let alone why are we doing a whole nother one?
Yeah, I think the prosecutor is doing it because if they don't, then someone's going to start investigating the law enforcement.
Right.
And they're trying to avoid that. That's sickening,
Right,
though.
Rishi.
Like, you're willing to actually destroy an innocent person's life just
Right.
to avoid looking back.
Right.
You are unmuted.
May I, Your Honor? Yes. Thank you. Without getting into any specifics about police canines,
Okay.
does the pattern of injuries that you see appear consistent with an animal or a large dog?
Yes.
Does the number of injuries that you see here relegated to just the right arm, is that also consistent with an animal or large dog?
Yes, it can be.
Is the direction of the injuries
I just remembered, I just texted Mandy because we gotta do, I've gotta have her go back on her one show and see who all sent her super chats and super stickers, because you get, but what does the PI do? Hoodie or coffee mug or tote
Oh,
bag.
that's right. Yep.
So I just
Yeah.
texted her to remind her that.
or the consistency of the direction
No
of the
problem,
injuries with
Tricia.
parallel injuries, is that also consistent with an animal or large dog attack?
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Based on everything that we've discussed today, Doctor, is it your opinion, based on a reasonable degree of medical certainty,
Moonshadow might get one next because I like the name.
that these injuries were from
Also,
an
that
animal attack,
reason's
possibly a
gone.
large dog?
Yes.
There's new
Have a
hired.
moment, Your Honor?
There's new hired prosecutor for the second trial. That's not even from the prosecutor's office.
That's good.
Oh, was that your cat?
Okay.
Yes.
May we approach?
Okay.
What? Oh my goodness. Talkative. That was like from a movie or something. You could record that sound he just made.
If one gets close and the other one doesn't, they get like that when they're over here together.
Oh. That was funny.
Oh, defending mobsters. Well. Hmm.
Oh, it was muted.
You are unmuted.
Finally.
Hey, John.
Sure.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir.
Now,
Let's go back.
testify that you're
Watch the
certified
captions.
emergency Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir.
Now, hey, John.
Sure.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon,
The
sir.
captions picked it up
Now-
as you drunk, and she goes, "Sure."
Testified that you're certified in emergency medicine, is that correct?
That is correct.
And you're not, nor were you ever certified in forensic medicine, is that correct?
That is correct.
Pathology.
Correct.
And when was the last time that you worked at a coroner's office?
1995 in terms of doing
Damn.
autopsies. Yes.
Now, when was it that you first spoke to anyone from defense counsel in regard to your coming in here and testifying today?
May 17th.
Doctor, I am going to ask you to keep your voice up.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
May 17th, 2024.
May 17th of this year, is that right?
2024.
So about 6 weeks after this trial began.
I don't know when the trial began.
Now, as far as who reached out to who?
I reached out to a district attorney that I worked with with the LA coroner's office.
And then somehow that person put you in touch with Mr. Jackson, is that right?
Yes.
And was that also on May 17th?
17th and 18th, yes.
So I'm sorry, 17th or the 18th? Which one was it that you spoke with Mr. Jackson?
I didn't speak to him.
You did not speak to him?
Not speaking, not verbal. There was some email communication or text communication.
You communicated with him. Was
Yes.
it on the 17th or the 18th?
Yes, both, I think.
Well, okay. And when did you render this opinion as far as what you testified to here today?
Shortly after he sent me the files.
Now, in regard to those files, you testified in this court a couple days ago, correct?
I did.
And you were under oath at that point, is that correct?
Excuse me?
You were under oath at that point, is that
Yes.
correct? And when you were asked specifically what materials that you had reviewed, you included a number of items, but you did not include anything about a Dr. Sheridan affidavit, anything about a UC Davis report, or anything about any sort of bite history for a canine that lived or resided at 34 Fairview Road, correct?
That's correct because I hadn't reviewed them then.
And so since then, 2 days ago, now you've reviewed them, correct?
Yes, I became aware that those files existed, yes.
You became aware of those files? Were they not sent to you previously?
No, I think there were technical difficulties regarding me and the computer and
Well,
downloading from
prosecutor's
Dropbox.
aware.
And so, yes.
Oh, did you say that earlier? Did you know
Huh?
that, Tammy?
What?
Or is that old? The prosecutor was a lawyer for the mob and represented.
Yeah, I seen that.
Oh, okay. We'll be looking into that. Wow. Okay.
So
Interesting.
they were, I think they were sent to me, but I think I didn't open them.
Now, with reference to these technical difficulties, did you ever express any of those technical difficulties? Or, hey, I can't see the whole file, or there's other things in here that are listed that I can't look at?
No, I wasn't aware.
And so with regard to, as far as your reaching out or contact in regard to this case, how did that come about?
Okay. I saw an article, I believe it was in the Boston Globe, regarding this case. And I didn't initially I didn't think anything of it. Then I saw an article that indicated that there was some.
I'm not asking you anything about anything any article indicated. You saw an article in the Boston Globe about
Yes.
this case, is that right?
Yes,
And how did you come upon it? Do you have a subscription to the Boston Globe?
I did at the time. Yes,
Did at the time. What time was this?
in May.
May of 2024?
Yes,
And how long had you had a subscription to the Boston Globe at the time that you saw this?
it was either a 6-month subscription or a year. I don't remember.
And that was the first time that you had seen anything about that?
First time I paid attention to anything like that. Yes,
Now, again, you had testified here just a couple of days ago when I asked you questions about this, is that right?
yes.
It wasn't in your testimony just a couple of days ago that the subscription was actually for a year or 18 months. You
No.
Remember, not 6 months a year.
So only one person can talk at a time. So was that your testimony, doctor?
No, I don't believe so. I believe that I said it was a 6-month subscription or a 12-month subscription.
But in any event, you saw something, that's the first time that you recall seeing anything in the media about this case was in May of 2024?
Brennan.
It was the first time that I recall reading anything about it. Correct.
Now, did you write a report in regard to your opinions that you've testified here today?
No.
And I asked you that a couple days ago as well?
Yes.
Okay, so in the
Sir.
last couple of days, you've had time to review a UC Davis report, Dr. Sheridan's affidavit, and any sort of dog bite history, but you haven't had a chance to write a report?
Objection.
Sustained to that full.
You haven't written a report, correct?
That's correct.
Why not?
I haven't been asked to write a report, sir.
And did you ever look at anything related to Mr. O'Keefe's head injury?
Getting those names down.
I looked at.
Objection.
Sustained.
Did you, Trishy? Okay, babe, can we find someone training a German Shepherd for police? Like, you know, when they're in the suits?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See if we can pull up a video. Let's unshare screen first.
We used to have videos of Samson doing that.
Did ya?
Yep.
And where did Samson, if Samson was going to attack, where would be the areas that he would attack, do you think, first? Like, would it be...
Well, we never had to have him attack somebody, but in the videos it was like that thing where they have that big glove and spreading their arm.
the arm? Okay. They don't hit them with the stick, do they? Well, that looks a lot more like it was a German Shepherd attack than she hit him with the car.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're not even sharing. Were we sharing the last video?
No.
You ain't got no weapons on you, right, Jason? Oh, whoa, whoa. So, just like, I come up, Jason, I can pat him down, trust that he's gonna stay there. Suicide! You know? You ain't got no weapons on you, right, Jason? Oh, whoa, whoa. Boy! Listen. So, in the event that, say, Jason wants to, you know, try to do something back in there. Oh, no! You know, he's gonna come up, he's gonna, you know, he's gonna take him. Oh, boys! Sonny! Who's Lenny? Boy! You know, I call him up. So,
Why are people laughing?
I don't know, because he's getting attacked. Like a planned attack, but...
But yeah, that very much looks like the dog was attacking him and he put his arm up to defend himself.
Patty says, hi, work.
Hello, Patty.
Yeah,
What is with our camera views?
I changed them because I didn't like the circles.
Mm.
But I don't know what the other options are. They changed this, so I was having
Yeah.
spinning. Because this is how they have us change screen now. Like, is it in here? Or is it, no, it's like under style. You can do, oh,
Oh, there we go.
yeah.
Just like that.
So, to see. What this? Sharing?
Hey everybody, my name is Sam, aka Sambucha, and I'm a YouTuber who makes
Sambucha.
variety content ranging from challenges to gaming to pretty much
Blah, blah,
anything.
blah.
So one of the mysteries that still remains about this case is missing Ring videos from John O'Keefe's home.
There's Ring camera video from like 11:30 the night before, on the 28th, when Michael Camerano comes to the house to pick up his daughter. And there's Ring camera video the next time at 5:07 a.m. when Karen Reed is leaving.
That's when she breaks her tail,
If you
right?
do natural math, there's a point in time when Karen Reed comes home and puts her car in the garage in between those two time periods, but there's no Ring camera footage of that.
We know the Ring video had to be deleted because at 12:41, I leave a voicemail to John where you can clearly hear me pull into John's garage. You can hear my car sensors beeping as I come close to the sides of the garage door. Beep, 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 beep. And then you hear the car go off, and then you hear the sled ding, ding, ding as I open the door, shut the door. I had high heels on that night. You hear me walk in, go in through the stairs up into the kitchen, shut the door, and you hear me walk into the kitchen. It's like a full minute long. That's at 12:41. But the Ring video of me arriving home is mysteriously missing. The prosecution is accusing me of deleting the Ring, and we're accusing them.
The O'Keefe family believes that when they did this was when Karen got home from the hospital with her dad.
There was certainly some evidence in this trial that Karen Reed got home and had gone up to John O'Keefe's bedroom.
And if you know, about how long were they in the upstairs area of the house?
I would say 10 to 15 minutes.
Moonshadow said, I wonder if there was an altercation that night and the dog was defending the owner. That's something that's been spoken about, and I could see that because they already didn't like this guy because he was the goody two-shoe, and they were all corrupt and doing shady things, and he didn't like it, so they didn't like him. There was also infidelities going on and issues, so you mix that with narcissistic men that get badges and alcohol. Yeah, this is what it's looking like. I mean,
Karen Reed had access to the computer in the bedroom, so there's a possibility or an inference that she could have deleted Ring footage that she didn't believe was favorable to her.
So this would have been the time that Ms. Reed, the defendant, arrived with her family from the hospital as well?
Correct.
why am I deleting these? But why am I doing, like, why would she? Like, what would possibly be on there? Because we already know by what she did share that they are lying about the taillight, and that's huge. So whatever would have been on, like, did they have an argument out there she didn't want you to see? Like, maybe, but she said, like, yeah, we had arguments. But then when they pull up the videos of them at the bar, they're drinking and having a good time. They weren't, like, fighting or looking miserable with each other from the footage that they got from the bars. Allegedly, I haven't seen the footage, but that's what I've heard watching some of these shows today and yesterday about it. Mandy, did you get the link? Do you want the link?
Yeah, this whole thing, it makes no sense.
No, and this guy at that house was at the bar with them prior and messaging Karen like, why are you ignoring me? Like, what's up with that? You bitch, and blah, blah, blah. Like, and that's fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how
And that was his house that they went back
yeah,
to?
or he was there. I don't know if it was his house, but
Mm.
he was there, but yeah.
What this whole thing looks like to me is at this after party, there was a fight, and the dog's owner was involved, so the dog jumped in. Guy got his bell rung pretty good, got a couple black eyes and a big cut on the back of his head, probably from falling backwards or something. And then he left the house, passed out, and then died. And they're covering it up because they don't want the law enforcement officers that were there to get in any shit.
Because it's a whole crew of them. It's multiple of them and their families, and some of them have kids. But one of the officers' wives on her Wi-Fi browser, she's looking up how long it takes someone to die in the cold. I mean, what the fuck at 2:30 a.m. Okay? He was dropped off at midnight 04. 2:30 a.m. The wife or the girlfriend of one of these cops is Googling how long to take a body to die in the cold. Come on, that is Casey Anthony, how to make chloroform. I mean, there's no, sorry, Cindy Anthony, we'll be factual about that. Cindy Anthony, Googling that shit, okay? So, and they're trying to say that they actually Googled that at 6 or 6:30 in the morning and that the time is wrong, but experts have come out and said that no, that's not possible. It was 2:30 a.m. that was being Googled. So, and why would they say it's 6:30? Well, the body was found at 6, so they're trying to say, well, they were researching like how long was he out there type of bullshit. No, it was 2:30 a.m. that was searched. We'll get the names down. I'm new to this, so we're kind of going through this together. April 1st, second trial, and I'm not sure how a jury, at this point, this is just a money-making machine for the establishment that we dislike around here. It makes no sense otherwise. Again, how could they set her up? I mean, it takes one cop that can easily set up anybody, okay? One person of power with a badge. You've got a group of them and their families with this little thing. It's not hard.
Who found the body?
Well, I guess her and her sister-in-law or something, whoever was, I don't know. But she had went back because he wasn't answering his phones or the calls. So she had went back at like 6 a.m. to either pick him up, or he's not answering and picking him up because he wasn't home yet. She was at his house. She woke up. He wasn't home. Yeah, that's what it was. So she went back there and she found him out there in the snow.
Well, that could explain the tail light fragments being there.
Yeah,
because if she cracked it on the way there by backing into that car, with the cold and everything, it would keep getting colder and colder. And with air moving and vibrations, it could have happened to just crack out while she was there.
Yeah. Well, the little bits, but then it took them 2 weeks to find, they're saying to find it, and they used a leaf blower in the snow, and they found the fragments. So experts are saying that doesn't even make sense.
Was it snowing?
There was snow. I think it was snowing that day, but they said 2 weeks later they used the snowblower and found all the pieces. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Thank you, Mandy. Two months. I know you've been a member for way longer than that. Please don't worry about that. I can, if there's anything you want to see, which that one where I couldn't sleep, I put that to members. But we are going to be doing some member stuff. I gave my members away. I'm also going to be starting tomorrow on the dreadlocks. I'm going to show off my hair. Mandy, did you see? I can show you. It's just an idea of how it would kind of look. Because I've been getting like cold feet. Like, do I really want to now? How do I... No, that's my studio. How do I go to my channel? What the freak?
Do you want me to do it?
I'll just do it the long way. There we go. Just do it like this. Mandy. Booyah. Is that cute? Insanely shady evidence collection. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Friend. Okay, thank you. Not sister-in-law. I just knew it was another person. Jen is a sister-in-law to the people that live there. Oh, that sucks.
Red Solo Cup, I lift you up.
And so he
Let's
had a
have a party.
So,
Eve said
okay.
today is her birthday. Mark should sing to her.
Oh,
Whose birthday is it?
it's Eve. Armad.
Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Eve. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Very nice. Very nice. I think Eve's still in here. Hopefully she's still in there.
Well, hopefully she's in here.
If she is, if you have a Cash App or a PayPal or a link that you would like to share that I can pin, that maybe fairies can drop in there, I don't know. Please do share it. Oh, awesome.
Oh, there we go.
I think we got time for one more video. What should we pull up here? Because I know what I want to show next. I want to find her being arrested and her interrogation from that time. Oh, Eve is doing a channel as well. Yep. I'll get that in the description after as well. Let's... What are you thinking so far, Tammy? Because you didn't do a deep dive. I'm interested. Will you do, when you get time, can you do a fresh reading since she has a fresh trial coming up?
Yeah.
And maybe we can do a show on your channel and go over that, because I'd love to. And Mandy, oh, if you guys could get together, I'd love to freaking, yeah, I'd love to soak in that energy.
Yeah. Absolutely. I can do one. We did ghost stories the other night.
I missed that.
Was you working?
I went to work and then I came home.
Yeah.
What after? Can't read the shout.
Haven't seen anything after the video of leaving her house and bumping the car. Yeah.
Oh, what is this? Let's see this.
Get 2-in-1 heartburn and gas relief with Tums. Same delicious chewy bites, now with gas relief.
Our first look at
Thank you,
police dash
Tracy.
cam as
It
the
looks
first
pretty,
officer
thank you.
arrives at a Canton home early that snowy morning.
When I arrived, I saw Miss Reed looked like she was giving CPR to him, and she had blood on her face.
Officer Stephen Seraph says he saw a man face up in the snow, later identified as John O'Keefe. Karen Reed and two other women were huddled over him. Seconds later, dash cam video shows jurors a frantic Reed running back and forth in front of the police cruiser.
Miss Reed was visibly upset. She kept saying, "This is all my fault. This is my fault. I did this." and she was very hysterical.
Saraf says O'Keefe had no pulse and was cold to the touch. But how he died differs greatly according to the prosecution and defense.
The relationship sour.
Prosecutors say Reed and O'Keefe were having problems. WCVB animation shows how prosecutors say Reed and O'Keefe arrived in her Lexus SUV at that house in Canton for an after-hours party, but then she left without him. The next morning, O'Keefe's body was found lying in a snowbank near a fire hydrant in the front corner of the yard. Prosecutors say as Reed drove away, she slammed her SUV into O'Keefe, going more than 24 miles an hour, leaving him for dead in a blizzard. Reed's defense insists O'Keefe went inside the...
I challenge any of you who drive to go in reverse on a street and hit 24 miles an hour in reverse.
No, Mandy, I have not heard the 911 call yet.
24 miles an hour in reverse, do you know how difficult that is?
Mm-hmm.
That's extremely difficult. I bet you a lot of cars you can't even get to that speed in reverse.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to open up panel for the last little bit. And then I'm going to turn camera off, Tammy, if you want to join me, because I'm going to have a smoke. Mandy.
I did my hair for nothing.
Oh, I'll turn it back on after this.
Mark. Dang it.
The house where he was... Fence insists O'Keefe... front corner of the yard.
I'm rewinding.
Our first look at police dash cam as the first officer arrives at a Canton home early that snowy morning.
When I arrived, I saw Miss Reed looked like she was giving CPR to him, and she had blood on her face.
Officer Stephen Seraph says he saw a man face up in the snow, later identified as John O'Keefe. Karen Reed and two other women were huddled over him. Seconds later, dash cam video shows jurors a frantic Reed running back and forth in front of the police cruiser.
Miss Reed was visibly upset. She kept saying, this is all my fault. This is my fault. I did this. And she was very hysterical.
Seraph says O'Keefe had no pulse and was cold to the touch. But how he died differs greatly according to the prosecution and defense.
The relationship sour.
Prosecutors say Reed and O'Keefe were having problems. WCVB animation shows how prosecutors say Reed and O'Keefe arrived in her Lexus SUV at that house in Canton for an after-hours party. But then she left without him. The next morning, O'Keefe's body was found lying in a snowbank near a fire hydrant in the front corner of the yard. Prosecutors say as Reed drove away, she slammed her SUV into O'Keefe, going more than 24 miles an hour, leaving him for dead in a blizzard. Reed's defense insists O'Keefe went inside the house, where he was killed during a fight and a dog attack.
Her car never struck John O'Keefe. She did not cause his death. And that means that somebody else did.
Outside the courthouse, Reed's loyal supporters continued to defend her.
She did not kill John O'Keefe, and the evidence is going to show that she was framed.
Any one of us could be Karen Reed. It's that simple.
The case that has divided Canton now about to play out in front of a national audience. It is quiet at this hour, but there are a lot of media outlets here. Everything from Court TV, which is planning gavel-to-gavel coverage, ABC's 2020,
That is not
Inside
even
Edition.
a good wig.
Officer Seraph is back.
Sis, that is a wig. She is wigging out. So, next show.
Oh yeah, that's kind of interesting. Household members didn't even go outside to check on the victim who was their friend.
Yeah, because they didn't know. Come on.
Are they saying that he never even made it into the party?
Yeah.
Okay. So she dropped him off, drove ahead.
Yeah.
He stood there. She put it in reverse, gunned it, ran him over, and then left.
Yeah.
And there was no, other than some pieces of tail light, there were no tire marks up on the lawn.
Right. Well, yeah, right. She had said they had gotten in a little argument. because she had felt like they weren't welcome at this party, which is why she went home. She was just like, they don't like us. Like, do they even like you? Like, why are we going here? So she went back to the house, dropped him off. So why people are like, it's shady. Like, why didn't she go? That's why she didn't. She already knew like nobody liked her and stuff, and she was like, do they even like you? Like, so there was a little. She didn't want to go. She knew she wasn't welcome or liked in that group. And she didn't feel like he was either.
Mm-hmm.
From my understanding so far. But we'll get there. Next show, like I said, we're going to do... I want to see her... I want to see the body cam footage. I want to see her being interrogated. Which would have been... I mean, they showed up at 6:30 that morning and she was there. So I want to see the body cam footage from that. How she seemed and acted. Yeah, so...
The guy she kissed was also in the house.
Yes. There, like I said, there was some infidelities on both ends. And I think... Well, we'll see together. But I get the vibes they all... The group... The shady group of them were kind of playing on that too, because the one guy at the house was, why are you ignoring me at the same bar, knowing she's there with her man and they're having a good time, and he's over there aggressively texting her, and then hours later her boyfriend's dead. And he was very upset that she was ignoring him. Weird.
Yeah.
Interesting, right?
Very.
What are you thinking so far?
I'm thinking, well, the one thing that's got me curious is the fact that she's there and she's saying it's my fault, or
Yeah.
did I do it? Did
That
I
makes
run him
sense to
over?
me though, because if she was drinking, then she went home and fell asleep, and I feel like even if you weren't drinking or even fall asleep, but you go and pick up your boyfriend, or you think you're going to pick him up and he's outside and you dropped him off there, like, did I do that? I feel like I'd be questioning myself. But add on, she confesses to 5 drinks, so we're going to add on, right, ladies? She confessed to 5, but let's be real, that was 7, 8, right?
That's
Maybe,
a lot.
in my opinion. Yeah. Now, if Tammy said so, if it was a plan to get rid of this guy, did they drug his drink and she was sipping on it? Or maybe no drugging in the drink, but it's something to think about. Oh, thank you, Mandy. And thank you, Trishy. Thank you so much for becoming a member and joining the crazy train. Choo choo! Oh,
aboard.
ew. I'm not doing that anymore. It's like, choo choo, we're going this way. What are you thinking, Tammy?
I still feel like she honestly doesn't know what happened. I think it's a fog to her. She just doesn't. That's why she doesn't. That's why she says it's my fault. It's my fault, because she really does. I don't think she really knows.
She doesn't know.
I
May
think it's
feel
a
guilt
fog
for
to her.
leaving him there. Yeah.
Mandy, thank you.
Well, he probably wanted her to come into the party, and she didn't. They probably had a fight in the car, and that would be why she's saying it's my fault. Because if I had just gone in with him, this wouldn't have happened, kind of thing.
Was he? Did he have a temper? I wonder.
I don't know. I bet she does.
I bet she does too.
She seems like she's got a bit of a.
Because he goes to this party and he gets into a fight. So is the owner of the dog the one that gave her a kiss and said, "You're ignoring me"? Did that cause him and the owner of the dog to fight, and that's why the dog attacked him?
I don't know.
Oh,
Why would the dog attack you? I
think he said attack. I think I mean, because those dogs are trained, right? They're not just gonna attack someone like that, right?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, was it the owner of? Was it her? Was that the triangle right there that caused the dog attack? What caused them to get into a fight? Because I can't see him being a police officer going to another police officer's house who has a canine, knowing that you have that type of dog there. That if you start an altercation, the dog is going to be like, okay, this is not right. You know, you're messing with my owner, my handler, the person that takes care of me. I mean, I just don't see that. I just don't see him going and picking a fight unless there was a reason. Knowing the dynamics of the dog being there is all I'm trying to say.
Yeah. She didn't. Yes, she did say that. I heard her say that on an interview. She left him nasty. Yeah, because he wasn't coming home, and she was like, "What the fuck," you know?
Oh,
yeah.
Maybe he said they were rude to Karen, and maybe go. Yeah, there's. I mean, what sparked the argument that sparked the dog attack? I mean, there had to have been. Yeah.
Well, I think because of the two black eyes, I think there was a fight, and then when he fell to the ground, maybe they said, "Oh, we fucked up," and said attack to try and make it look like he got attacked by a dog instead of a fight. I don't know, and I knew that was gonna work, so they're trying to frame Karen.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's very telling that they remodeled their basement where the party was going on. They sold the house after remodeling the basement where the party was going on, and they got rid of the dog. Now, I don't know what got rid of the dog means, but that's what they're saying on the stuff I've been watching. So we'll figure out that. Did they give the dog to another family or what? Again, the timing of it is very weird. Hi, Emmett. And you always say sometimes it's the easiest things that's the answer. Everything doesn't got to be a reach in a case. Well, this is the easiest thing, even because we have the video of her intact tail light 4 hours after dropping him off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't align as much as this party, the dog attack, all of them hating him because he's a goody two-shoe. They were all doing shady things and
what is the prosecutor's
infidelity.
response to that video? Are
I'm
they
not
saying
sure.
she broke her taillight, running him over, went home,
And that there's
put a new
hair on the
taillight
bumper.
in it, and then cracked that one when she left to go look for him?
Yeah, good question. I haven't heard what they think about that.
Because if it's intact when she backs up to go leave to find him, how the hell was the glass already at the scene?
I don't think it's ever really too late to start a case, Carden. I think that even if we're a little behind the curve, I think you can always pick up a case and start discussing and wait.
New trial starts next month, so if you think it's too late.
Yeah, I don't ever think it's too late to pick up a case and work on it.
Well, that's just a trolling comment, I feel like, so whatever.
Well, it is.
Don't watch it.
It is difficult to
Get
finally
everything.
learn about a case that's already gone to trial.
Yeah.
And is
Yeah.
going to trial again, but
But here's the thing. I knew of this case, but right away I didn't pay attention to it. I knew it was going on because it's high profile. Just was like, oh, well, she's guilty, right? But then when I'm listening and I want to listen to new things, not just people attacking each other over Sebastian Rogers and all that, I didn't want to listen to that. So I'm like, oh, Karen Reed's in my feed now because of new trials. I'm going to listen. And then I hear all of this. That caught my attention. So, yeah, it is 2 years too late, but also it's not too late because there's another trial happening and it's all over. And now I'm hooked. So, we're going to talk about it.
I think the thing is when you're starting a new trial, you have to forget what was the other trial because it doesn't
That's true,
matter
too.
anymore because it was a mistrial, a hung trial.
Yeah, hung jury. Yeah.
So
What
I
is a
think
hung jury?
They
when they
couldn't
couldn't decide.
decide. Like, not everybody could agree on what they thought. And I heard
Okay.
something like 11 out of 13 all agreed on no or something like that.
Okay, so if it's not 100% unanimous either way, it's a hung trial.
I think so.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
For that area, yeah.
So you basically have to start all over again.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
that's
you probably
messed up,
present
though.
the same evidence, and you present, you know, for the most part that is, but you're basically starting over with all the evidence again, with all the information. They got to
Is that-
sit through everything all over again.
I wonder if we could watch the first trial if that's out there somewhere.
Oh, yeah. It's out there. Yeah, we got to watch it.
Yeah, I'd really like to go over that.
Would you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, then that's what we're doing. But the next show for sure, I want to see the body cam footage of her and her interrogation from that day. And then, yeah, we got to, obviously, yeah, we got to go over that first trial. That must have been publicized on Court TV.
Yeah,
Long
Cardin,
time.
they do, don't they? They get to refer to all the other witness statements, right? Yep.
Well, Mark and I will cover the first trial too, and then we'll be covering this new trial for sure. So
And the 911 call.
the 911 call. Oh yeah, can you come up? Can you share that? Do you have that by chance? I was gonna end it here in a minute, but I'd like to hear that. Or we can do it next time too if you're too busy. Or I could look it up to myself. Mandy's gotta do everything.
Just don't send me that picture again. You.
Oh,
Candace. Of Candace. No, you know what? That's only fair because you saw the sexy pictures Dawn sent me. I got the greased back rifle unbuttons shirts.
You can share.
Well, that made me moist.
Ew. Ew. Oh, ew.
Well, if I had to pick between the two, I'm picking Dawn.
What did he just say?
Yeah, I know, right? I don't know.
You
This
heard
is
me.
getting clipped. Oh, Cardin. Thank you so much. I don't think there is any. Okay, 911 call Mandy sent over. Okay, let's pull that up.
Does she call 911?
I'm not sure. News to me. We're going to find out together.
It was like her and two others that found him, I think.
Yeah, she had people with her in the car.
Yeah, I just don't know who called.
Okay, here we go. Thank you, Mandy, for sending this over. This is on Teresa's channel. Criminality. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Teresa, by the way, who was, I don't know why pioneer was just in my mind, but like, really got the jump on Summer Wells's case and did the hard work and got it out there at the beginning. Her. She's awesome. Check out her channel.
No, police is record line. What is your emergency?
Yes, I need someone to come to 34 Fairview Road in Canton, Mass. There's a man passed out in the snow.
You're in Canton? Hold on. I'm going to transfer over to Canton Police. You call me. You're connected to Norwood, okay?
Yeah, I don't know why I did that.
It's the towers. I'll try to stay on the line.
I think he's dead. We need,
Sorry,
we gotta get
who
here
is
ASAP.
it?
No, police is record line. What is your emergency?
Yes, I need someone to come to 34 Fairview Road in Canton, Mass. There's a man passed out in the snow.
You're in Canton? Hold on. I'm going to transfer over to Canton Police. You call me. You're connected to Norwood, okay?
Yeah, I don't know why I did that.
It's the towers. I'll try to stay on the line.
I think he's dead. We need, you gotta get here ASAP, okay?
I'm going to transfer the line. I'm going to transfer to Canton.
Okay. I know.
Okay, I hear Karen in the background freaking out and crying.
He's dead.
And he's dead. And whoever's calling is calm as shit. And if I'm not mistaken, someone said earlier it's the girlfriend of one of the cops in this house. Why is she so calm? Karen's freaking out. Okay, interesting. I rewound it. Yes, I did. It's only 3 minutes. Get over it.
No, police is square line. What is your emergency?
Yes, I need someone to come to 34 Fairview Road in Canton,
He's gonna
Mass.
transfer
There's a
her.
man passed out in the snow.
You're in Canton. Hold on. I'm gonna transfer over to Canton Police. You call me. You're connected to Nolan, okay?
Baby.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that.
It's the towers. That's right. Stay on the line.
I think he's dead. You need, you got to get here ASAP, okay?
I'm gonna transfer the line. I'm gonna transfer to Canton.
Okay. I know.
I know.
Where are the blankets? I don't see blankets, Carrie.
911. What's emergency?
Yes, I need someone to come immediately to 34 Fairview Road, Canton, Mass.
What's going on?
There's a guy unresponsive in the
Okay,
snow.
already.
Passed
Listen,
out. Yes, 34 the
I don't like this at all. It sounds like they all already know. Like,
Well,
even
yeah,
how
they
that
know
cop's
he's
talking,
dead.
what's going on? Like, they're
Oh,
all
their response.
something's weird with this. I don't like it. Mandy.
Okay.
I already don't love this.
Right.
Ugh.
Her freaking out in the background is like, it's very telling.
Yeah. And it feels real.
Yeah.
Like you can hear it where everyone else is just, oh, la-di-da. Like, what the fuck is happening?
Yes, like she was first time seeing it. Like she actually.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
almost like they already know. Because
Like,
people in the house have probably already made their calls and they already all know.
Mm-hmm. There's a guy unresponsive in the snow.
A guy.
He passed out.
A
Yes,
guy.
30
But she knows who it is, so she's already distancing herself right there. A guy. Say who it
And
is.
he's-
You know very well who it is.
He's unresponsive. Like there's not a house full of law enforcement or knowledgeable people how to check a pulse.
Yeah, and it was her giving him the CPR. Which
Yeah, where were they at? Where were the police officers at?
Right.
Unresponsive in the snow.
In the snow at
He
34.
passed out. Yes, 34 the Albert resident. Yes, I just pulled up and found him.
Okay, 34 Fairview.
34 Fairview, Canton, Mass. Yes.
911. That's not recorded. Where's your emergency? Hello.
Yes, I'm sorry. Can you come to 34 Fairview Road in Canton?
34 Fairview.
Yes, there's a man unresponsive in the snow.
Okay. Is he blue at all?
You've got to get here, okay?
Okay. What's going on? Is he face down?
We just flipped him over.
Okay. And who's that in the background? Is that someone related?
Okay, that's his girlfriend. His name is John O'Keefe.
Okay, how old is he?
John is 46 years old.
46. How long has he been outside?
I don't know. I don't know. He got out of the car and
Is he
it could be
breathing?
a couple of hours. Is he Carrie? Is he? I don't know if he's breathing. There are two women trying to do his body heat, and they're hysterical.
Okay, can you just try to ask him? I know it's tough, but we already have the fire department going. They just got to know if he's breathing.
Is he breathing, you guys? It doesn't seem to be breathing.
Okay, do they know how to do CPR? Do they want to attempt
Can
CPR?
you guys, Carrie, can you guys do CPR? No, I guess he's gone.
Okay, they don't feel comfortable doing so?
No, I think he's passed away.
Karen was
All right,
doing
we have
it.
the fire department and
They
the police
found her
department on the
doing
way.
it.
If everyone's declining CPR, then I'll hang up with you, and if anything changes, you can give us a call back. Where are you guys outside?
Oh, right out front.
This
in the
seems
car.
just so
I know. I'm on the phone with the ambulance. I know,
Someone's dead.
honey. I know.
Calls back.
He's not
This, so, Carrie, you got to get off him, honey. Carrie, you got to get off of him. Oh my God, this is a scene.
Do you know if there was any alcohol or drugs involved?
They had been out.
They've been out drinking.
Yes,
So-
I'm talking hours ago, maybe.
The one
I
cop's
don't know how
girlfriend or
it's
whatever
done.
that pulled up with Karen's telling her to stop doing CPR. There's nothing she can do for him. I mean, okay, I guess, but
Well,
This is
she's
fair.
screaming and arguing in the background that she doesn't want to quit.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
she's like, no. She's telling him, arguing with them.
Yeah, and she's like, just stop. You're not gonna help him. Yeah, and she's freaking out. Yeah, that's very telling. Let's finish this last minute or minute, couple, 30 seconds.
Okay, is there any bleeding or anything? Maybe he hit his head out?
Yes, possibly. There seems to be bleeding in the face.
Okay, bleeding from the face. All right.
Yes.
And how big's the pool of blood, if there is any?
Something's coming out of his nose, and one of the women is doing CPR.
Okay, one of them is doing CPR?
Yes, they're both working on him.
All right, if she's doing CPR, just let me, just give us a call back if he becomes responsive, all right? But we're on the way.
Okay, thank you.
Let me say.
What?
I wish they would have stayed on the phone.
Yeah.
That way we could have heard more of the background. I mean, that wasn't a woman that intentionally hit anyone.
I don't think so either.
And see, the only thing that I've heard for myself is I've heard that call, and then I saw the video where she backed, that you guys watched earlier, where she backed into his vehicle backing out of the garage. And I really think that when she backed out, she broke the taillight, but then when she got to the
What do you
scene,
think of him?
she was so like freaking out about everything. I think they took pieces of the taillight and planted it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I mean, did they test it? Is it actually, like, I kind of wondered about that. How easy would it be to get the same kind from, like, a junkyard? They probably pay someone, here's $50, let me go bust out a taillight at a vehicle like that. Like, I don't know, because, I mean, it's easy to frame someone. These guys have some
if you have
power.
access to that stuff, you know.
Yeah, I wonder. But we'll
And
get more
I
into it.
I had to turn my camera off because it messes my laptop up when I have my camera on. So I'm not being rude, but
Oh, that's okay. We're gonna end this one here, but thank you for popping up here and showing me. I didn't even know about the 911 call. So I just started really listening to it.
That's convenient, isn't it? No
crime scene photos.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either. That's crazy.
and see, that was Jennifer McCabe, or however you say her name. Cardin knows a whole lot about this case, but they said that that was her sister is married to the police officer or the homeowner. Let me see. I saw the comment. When Evil entered, said her sister is married to Chris Albert, the homeowner. That's who called 911. That's who we were just listening to. Be all calm and cool and collected about it.
Yes, that makes sense. When Evil entered, there's no pictures of the taillight that they had a tow truck person pick up either. Okay. That's crazy. This is crazy. It's so obvious, in my opinion, what's going on here. So now the thing is, she's been in jail. I mean, for some of it she was out, but she's in jail currently, right? And has been for some time. Like at first she was free. But
I don't know how long she's been in there.
Well, I'll tell you what, now they're going to make it very hard to get her out because they fucked up and falsely imprisoned someone. She's got a hell of a lawsuit, especially being framed and locked up.
Oh, she's
Karen
out
Reed
on a
in jail.
private. Oh, okay. So she's out. All right.
No, she's not currently in jail. She's awaiting a retrial. Okay, good, because
$500,000 bond? That's crazy.
yeah, but you only have to pay 10% of that.
That's still
Yeah,
crazy.
only that's 50 grand.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's
like
true.
they didn't make it easy on her at all.
Cher, are you going live tomorrow night?
Yes, I have a Summer Wells one planned for tomorrow night. Tim Mullen, suspect number 2. We're going there. If you guys can join me, that would be awesome.
Only if I can show a picture of Tim in the pool, in the floaty.
Absolutely.
Yes, of course.
That's a
There's no
picture I can
cleavage.
see.
I promise. No cleavage.
Yeah. Yes. And then we've got your channel and Mandy's channel next.
Yep. Wednesday night. I'm going live Wednesday night.
Okay.
And I'm doing Friday night. I'm actually doing 2 live streams. Somehow when I went live last night,
I heard that.
agreed. Yeah, I agreed somehow to do 2.
What time are you going live? I'm going to start putting it in my phone calendar. What time are you? 8 o'clock your time?
Who, mine?
Yeah.
I'm going to go live at 9:30 my time.
9:30 your time, so 8:30 for me. Okay. And then you are Friday. What time you thinking? Like 10 your
Probably
time?
10 between 10 or 11.
Okay,
Somewhere around
so
there.
I'll give
So
my
all
one.
night.
Friday.
Well,
I'm just
it'll
gonna-
So all night.
it'll end up being 12 hours. If I'm doing 2 streams, I mean, let's be real, I do 6-hour live streams. And I committed to 2 of them. So
Yes, she did.
there's that.
It's 3. You committed to 3, didn't you know?
She committed to
I mean,
America.
just right. I just mean on my channel in one night. I'm
Okay,
gonna
I've
do
got
Summer
you
Wells first.
both
We're gonna
saved.
do the timeline, and that's when everybody's gonna hop on. Please, I hope. And then after we end that, then I'm gonna come back on and try to do a spirit box session live stream.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I want to keep them. I want to keep them separated. I mean, I do both on one channel, but I try to keep the paranormal stuff separated from the true crime. The factual stuff. So,
Mark, make sure you have your hair.
Can go on Thursday.
Make sure you have your hair did, Mark, so you can.
Yeah. I told Mark he can get on the calendar on Thursday.
Right?
Are you guys available Thursday if I get him to do a live?
Sure.
Make it happen.
I'll set it up. I'll do it. If I set it up, he'll show up. He's not
Unless
like
he's
me. He won't cancel it.
Unless he's out of the house and
Yeah.
forgets about it, like that one time.
Oh, yeah.
Whoops.
I was like, Mark's going live?
These
Yeah.
last 2 weeks, I've been so busy. It's good, but
That one was a while ago, I think, though, wasn't it? Or no, that was, yeah.
Yeah,
We did
it was
push
a
that
couple
back.
weeks ago.
well, we kept
Well,
changing it.
he'll have to do him an early live so he can get up and go to work the next day.
I'm
Right.
interested. Well, no, because the Thursday night, yeah, we can set it up for earlier because then that gives me something to do at work because Thursdays aren't busy because Fridays are busy because everyone gets paid on Friday and wants to read. But he's also got hooked to the Idaho 4 case. So
That's what I did last night.
you put your email in there. So if anyone has stuff that they want him to look at or go through or debunk anything in the Idaho 4 case, he got hooked on that. Like I got hooked on this one. So
Cher, did you show him the video that you just shared of mine about the lead detective?
no.
So, well, I'll sum it up for you. The lead detective is Brett Payne. On September 1st, 2022, he was a beat cop, a regular street officer in uniform who responded to a noise complaint at the house. The 1122, but it was Queen Road is how it was listed. And then November 13th, 2022, he's lead detective on a quadruple homicide national news case. How does that happen?
That's one hell of a promotion.
Right?
Right here.
Yeah, that one right there. And then, well, if you're okay.
I was just gonna pull it up for a minute to get him excited.
Yeah,
She knows how to get me excited.
Hey. Welcome back to my channel. Woo, do I have a doozy for you today. So, I just found out. Well, I guess I just put two and two together, I should say. Okay, so on Truth and Transparency's channel on December 17th, this is Truth and Transparency's video right here. On the 17th, she shared body cam footage at off-campus 1122 King Road House, University of Idaho. She said that they did a FOIA request on the address, and there was a discrepancy in the addresses because King and Queen Road are both right there by this house. When I first saw this house, I thought that the address was 1122 Queen Road, but it's not. It's King Road. So she ended up doing a FOIA request for Queen Road because I'm sure that that's a very common misconception with the location. She ended up getting 3 officers' body cam footage from September 1st, from an incident that happened on September 1st. It was a noise complaint. And you can see that here on this paperwork. Okay, so this right here is what is important for me. Because we can see the responding officers' names, right? We see Dustin Blaker, M108. Jordan Welch, M178.
Okay,
Brett
share. Pause for a
Payne,
second.
M.
Forward until you see a man's face on the screen, like full size News Nation clip. It's like a little over halfway through the video. This first part is just telling you what I just told you. But the second bombshell, yeah. He shares the second bombshell.
That she did with Shannon Gray, which is the attorney for Kaylee's family. Now listen to what he says right here.
We also have to hold people accountable for the decisions that they're making. My understanding is that the person when we went into the meeting on Monday, Brett Payne is the individual who identified himself as the lead investigator from the Moscow Police Department on the case.
Wait, who? Did he just say Brett Payne is the lead investigator?
That's what I heard.
On this quadruple homicide case? Is that what he just said? Are my ears playing tricks on me? Let's go back and listen again.
Okay.
My understanding is that the person when we went into the meeting on Monday, Brett Payne is the individual who identified himself as the lead investigator from the Moscow Police Department on the case. My understanding is that he was hired in 2020 as a rookie, and so he has a total of 2 years experience. As some follow-up to that.
So we just heard that he was hired in as a rookie in 2020, but on September 1st, he was an officer responding to the same house that now he's the lead detective over the case. He was still an officer driving a police car around. He was not a detective, but now in November and December, he is a detective. And now he is the lead detective on a quadruple homicide murder case.
You can't make that shit
What do you
up.
think about this? Is there not another detective there that...
What the fuck?
Right? And there's even more, though. We haven't even gotten to the second bombshell. I forgot that he said this part first. Yeah. And there's a little bit more. Just one more little tidbit that
May have a little bit
a doozy.
bit more experience that might be able to take this? Or do you think that Detective Brett Payne has enough experience under his belt that he'll do just fine? Well, let's continue to listen to Shannon.
I sent a request over, I sent an email over to the Moscow Police Department asking for them to send some credentials over, some experience, education that Officer Payne might have that would lead, how he might be able to lead this investigation, give us some confidence in that. And their response was that it's personal records and we're not privy to that information.
Oh, what?
Oh, wait,
I'm sorry, what?
I'm sorry, what?
He's not privy to that.
We're not privy to that information. We're not privy to an officer's professional history, professional training. We, the public, are not privy to that. I'm sorry, I thought
It's supposed to be public.
officers, most officers, were considered public servants.
Yeah.
As much as I respect most law enforcement personnel, their private life, that's none of my business, but their professional education, their professional training, that's something that we're not privy to, that it's personal information.
Yeah, that's not
So
how it
knowing
works.
that Brett Payne was an officer working the streets 2.5 months ago, and now he's the lead detective. The lead detective on this quadruple homicide murder case. What do you think about
Isn't
that?
that wild?
How do you feel about that?
Yeah.
I was just able to put 2 and 2 together thanks to the Ashley Banfield show interviewing the attorney for Kaylee's family, Shannon Gray, and thanks to Lana with Truth and Transparency channel for getting the body cam footage. The pieces of this puzzle are kind of falling into place, right? Is that maybe why we've gotten so many different conflicting statements from law enforcement in this case? Is that a possibility? Because they have a rookie detective that is leading the case? What do you think about that? Or do you think, so what, he's a rookie, he'll do fine, he has help, he's not in this case alone, he has assistance, he has other law enforcement officers that have more experience, that are helping, that are assisting, that are at his beck and call. What do you think about this? What is your opinion about this? Let's continue this conversation more in the comment section, and until next time, that's all I have for you right now. Until next time, I love you bunches.
I dare you to let me build you
That
dare you.
Well, that is interesting.
I can't believe that more people aren't talking about it. I mean, he's a rookie cop that didn't start until 2020, and he only had 2 under his belt on the street,
Yeah,
as a beat cop. And
cop.
I mean,
Yeah,
it just doesn't make sense.
Well, they put all Seth Rogers stuff out there, so why couldn't they put his out there?
Because it doesn't exist. He hasn't had any formal training.
Right.
Allegedly, in
And-
my opinion.
Yeah.
And that's, I
ready
just listened to the transcripts too, where Ann Taylor was in court questioning him. He was a witness on the stand, and they were asking about why he was so focused on Brian Koberger. Have you heard about that paperwork yet? Or the transcripts from that hearing yet?
Nope.
I just downloaded them. I found them. I can send you the link to the documents I found. There's a bunch, but I should be able to send you the ones I downloaded.
Okay.
Because I had to weed through them all. Transcript is pretty crazy. I guess that there were multiple male DNAs in the house.
Oh, yeah, I knew that, yeah.
Well, it's kind of a party house. So.
That's what I heard, that there was DNA found that wasn't Brian's.
Well, it was blood DNA, though, not just DNA. Hashtag save Mark.
Save Mark.
We talked about this.
The arm starts swinging and Mark starts ducking. Save Mark.
Well, I mean, come on, look at the size of her. Like, she could do some damage,
Yeah.
Right? She's whooping your ass. I mean, you can be honest about it, okay?
Let's be honest. I do have a bad habit that when I'm laughing really hard, I don't know why, I slap him.
That's true.
Well.
Not like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
She's one of those.
I do. it.
He needs a
Then
code.
she'll do her little.
Mark him.
Hey, when he does.
Mark needs to form his own code that he just holds it up there and we know that it means saving. Mark's code and it like an SOS.
You could do like the sign language for M.
Yeah.
You know how to do that?
Yeah.
This is M. So me, save me.
Yeah, you could just spell your name. Save Mark.
We'll have the
I
girls
agree.
work on
Yackle are refreshing.
Yackle
You're
are
very good.
All right, you
I
guys.
could go for a yackle.
I'm going to go on tomorrow on my other channel. Let's see if I can find it quick. And then we'll be live And thank you, Trish. Trishy says that we all make a great team. I agree.
I agree.
And I am gonna just quick find.
And thanks, Carden, for giving us all that info.
Yeah,
while
thank
we
you,
were-
Carden. Yeah.
Right.
Did you see that I featured you three on my channel? The short had all of y'all in it.
Oh,
It had Mark
Oh
and
yes,
Sherry
I saw it
talking,
today.
I'll have to give
and
that
it
a
had
watch.
Mandy's name at the bottom, Spirit Seeker Squad. I'm like, see, I'm giving credit to all three of them right here. I don't even have to put it in the comments. It's right here.
Oh, I need to go back and see if it'll let me comment. It wouldn't let me open the comments at all.
Okay, I could open the comment. No, it wouldn't let me open the comments. Okay, so I was having the same issue. Yep. I was.
See, that's so weird.
And I've been having that on a few people's channels. Oh yeah, see, like right now, well, I don't think you can see, but it won't let me open the
Yeah, that's what it was
up.
doing to me. I kept tapping on it, and it looked like it was about to open, but it wouldn't open.
Yep. Maybe it's how it loaded, because I put it edit as a short, and I let it do whatever it does, and then uploaded it, and it let me comment. I went in there and commented. I don't know. It's kind of weird that it did that.
Here, I'll do it like this.
YouTube's just being buggy.
I guess.
Yeah, I've been having that issue on a few people's channels and for a while, but
You think it's the phone? You think it's like Samsung versus?
oh, I didn't think about that.
It could be
So,
an Android glitch on the app. I know that sometimes they do that. I have an
this
Android.
is my other
Oh,
channel. We just changed the family channel over, so that's where we're gonna follow. I'm gonna do back my conspiracies, because I got a lot I want to talk about that, and yeah, so dreadlock journey and family stuff and conspiracies over there.
How do you say that? The name of the channel?
She-Ra.
She-Ra. The warrior princess.
Yeah.
She's a warrior.
Did you see
All right.
the picture of my dreads, Mandy?
Yes, they're so cute.
I should do it.
I think so.
Okay. That's what my
Oh, you bought the things. Of course you're
Well,
going to
yeah, I know.
Well, yeah.
It's just a big.
Exactly.
She had an idea
What?
about my hair.
Oh yeah.
Because in the spring, I'm going to buzz all this off. And I was going to donate it to charity, but she was kind of thinking that she'd save my hair, make it into dreads, and put
See, there we go.
the dreads in her hair.
Oh.
But I could just do that with a little bit, and you could still donate, and I could just like make 2 dreads of your hair and put them into mine.
Mm-hmm. Weave them in yours.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool.
It would be the same as buying dreads that are real hair, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It would be the same, except you know whose hair it is.
Exactly, and I know it's not cursed. I don't think.
Right.
That's only cursed
Right.
if you did it. So.
Yeah.
You know where the energy's coming from.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
She knows where this hair's been.
She's put a lot of gray in that gray hair there. I'm betting.
Funny is the longer it gets, the less gray it looks.
Yeah, it looks dark.
Yeah, like it's almost a light brown
You should use
at
some
the end.
purple shampooing.
It's gray up here, gray out here, and then it just gets dark.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't even want to know what happens down there.
Don't.
It's truly against science, nature.
Truly against science.
And with that, we're gonna end the show. Thank you guys
I'm
for
out.
joining, and I will send you the links tomorrow.
Okay.
Sounds good. May you have the kind of day that karma feels you've earned. Until next time, I love y'all bunches.
Love you bunches. Bye.
Bye. It's fun.
Yeah.
I like these kinds of live streams. So tomorrow night we'll be back over here, and then Wednesday night we will be on Tammy's, and Friday night over at Mandy's. So when we get all those, of course, watch community posts, because I'll be sharing them out, and we'll see you. I'm going to go on that channel right there. She-Ra! Tomorrow, like, afternoon, we'll have some coffee and I'll pull out my dreads and show you my dreads. And we'll get it started over there.
And that's not a euphemism.
I'm gonna plan his live stream for Thursday evening, and we'll get him on the rotation on his channel for the Idaho 4, if that's what you guys would love. So,
yep,
we'll do that. If I plan it, he'll show up because he's awesome. Yeah, see, and yep, absolutely. Okay, thanks for joining. We're going to try and do the more of the camera on because I've seen some of you guys prefer that. So we'll do that. And I'm going to plan a members live too. I've got ideas. So I'm not going to say day because I just don't know what day, but I'm thinking Sunday because I'm off. So, don't. Mandy. Okay. Thank you, Mandy, Tammy. Love you guys. Mods, members, thank you so much. And thank you for the becoming a member, Trish, for gifting a member, Mandy, and for being a member for forever, and Tammy also for being one of the first members as well. And this one here for putting a ring on it. But see you guys tomorrow. Love y'all. Bye.
Bye.